Good. So, before we start with the reading, I just want to quickly say I will probably have to repeat myself anyway because nobody is here yet. But I will say this for you, the audience. I'm gonna add something new to these readings. I'm gonna start doing a small mini sentence synopsis review, whatever you want to call it, on my Dr. AfroFluff Twitter whenever I finish reading one of these things, one of the anomalies. Just to like put it out there. It's another way because like on Reddit I have my thumbnails with a little like fictional story of how my character came across all these things, and on my YouTube channel it's just an archive of me reading these logs. And I have Twitter, and I was like, instead of it just being a Reddit 2.0 or a another YouTube like just like follow the YouTube channel type thing, I decided like let's Twitter be its own thing where I will do like little sentences like hashtag SCP 2210 is about blah 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 blah. I really enjoyed it. I found it confusing. I like this part. This part was could have been fleshed out. Something like that. Something very simple. We're not gonna go. I'm not gonna shit on any SCPs because I haven't done that in the 2,210 SCPs I read, plus more. We're gonna be honest and fair, so that people can see on Twitter. Okay, this guy is going through all of them, giving them interesting little ratings. It's gonna be the rating how I usually do it anyway. But yeah, okay. All right, let me just rearrange some stuff here. I think we can get started. People are not here yet still, but they will join. They usually do in like 5 to 10 minutes. So the one we're reading today is, at least what the Discord bot is telling me, the little Raven bot here, is written by a random day. But when you go to the author's page, it does say Dr. Desai's personal file. Let's see which ones. Okay, they've written a bunch. Hold on a minute. Yeah. No, we read a Ship of Theseus. Yes. Son of Expeditive Redacted. Yeah, we burn every day. And the most recent one we read from them is Singing in the Rain, which I believe, if I recall correctly, is the one where you sing a song and then whatever the context of the song is what will rain down. Well, let me just. That's not the rain. That's the worm one. What's the number? 3. Misclicked one number. Okay, let me just do that real quick. Just a double check. Yeah, it is. Okay, I was right. I mean, it makes sense. The title. I like about that. That's what I like about that title. It's very like, you can understand it immediately. So let's see. From the same person who wrote "I'm Singing in the Rain," we have. Okay, this is interesting because in the. I want to say it's 2 different pages. Nope. Okay, interesting. In the office website, it is called the bureaucracy, but here it says policy number 40535, Anomalous Intelligence. So this one has 2 different titles. So I wonder which one. I assume the bureaucracy is the old title, and policy number 4, that is a new one. I assume. I might be fully wrong with that, but. Here we go. Everything's ready. Let me get the text box out for afterwards for the rating, for the end of the stream rating. And there we go. Alright, we're ready to go. Once again, policy number. So here you can see policy number 40535, Anomalous Intelligence. But here it says the bureaucracy. So I don't know which is the correct title. I will use the title that's going to be on here though for the description chapter, and but I will use the bureaucracy title also as a tag on the chat on the YouTube YouTube channel. But okay, let's get started. Object class Euclid. Special contained procedures. SCP-2210's website, IP address, and phone number have been blocked through Foundation protocols. The apartment complex that houses SCP-2210 has been purchased through Foundation front companies and is to be inhabited specifically by local researchers that are unaware of SCP-2210 for records of unaware of SCP-2210. For records of inhabitants, see Document 2. To facilitate intelligence gathering on major groups of interest, a contract with SCP-2210 has been made using D18272 in exchange for a current premium of $1,483 under Policy 40535. SCP-2210 has made records of deals with other groups of interest available to Foundation researchers in the archive wing of Site 42. So interesting how... okay. This is what makes me believe more that this might be the current title of this SCP. Again, might be fully wrong. I might be looking too deep into this. At the end, it does sound like both titles will work for whatever's happening in here. For the sake of preserving policy, number 40535, D18272 has been granted a reprieve from testing SCPs and monthly termination, as well as temporary housing near SCP-2210. Okay. So he gets to have a break. I bet that D-Class is super happy. He's like, me? I don't need to do it for a while? I say that now, but watch it be something completely horrendous he has to endure. Researchers assigned to the location of SCP-2210 are to be informed that D18272 is a Foundation agent with a classified objective. Again, this happens a lot in the current, the last 200 SCPs I read. Is that either D-Class or random people are considered Foundation agents. We had so many SCPs that make them into Foundation agents for some reason. Every 30 days, as of 8/24/65, D18272 is to deliver the monthly premium to SCP-2210. Following this, he is to be stored using a temporal arresting pod, and when the contract needs to be paid, revived and briefed using Document A. Okay, the fact that it says revived. I wonder if that's literal or figuratively revived. Description. SCP-2210 is an insurance company that specializes exclusively in anomalous objects and incidents. The company's phone number begins with an extension 7 was that my phone? No. Sometimes I feel like sometimes I have a very bassy voice because I feel like my voice is making me I can feel the vibration of my voice hitting the table. I'm not sure if that's right. But then I always think that it's my phone vibrating, but no, that's just vibration. Okay. The company's phone number begins with the extension 723i. The company website www.com lists the company addresses as 4i Quaternion Ave, Los Angeles, California 90001. And directions available on the website lead to non-anomalous apartment complex in the same area. If a person with knowledge of SCP-2210 and its purpose enters the complex, they will enter an extra-dimensional space inhabited by SCP-2210 that resembles a modern office complex. Inhabitants of SCP-2210, termed -1, resemble non-anomalous humans in modern business attire with the company name stitched under their shirts, but their only communication with entrants is to convince them into signing a contract. But the only communication with entrants is... Okay, so the only thing they say to you is that they want you to sign a contract. Gotcha. When a person enters SCP-2210, an instance of -1 resembling a Caucasian human of the opposite sex will approach them with specific information pertaining to said person. Invariably, each instance will greet the entrant with their name and a quick blurb about SCP-2210, rather than allow the entrant to choose a contract, the instance will then suggest a specific insurance contract that invariably pertains to circumstances surrounding the entrant. Suggested contracts have a range from replacement of anomalous object to spatial limb reassignment to removal of eldritch entity from plane of existence. Now here I have to say something. I actually no, I will not say it. I just realized this is important information that I should not be sharing. Although SCP-2210 classifies all contracts as insurance policies, SCP-2210 will not only insure anomalous objects or incidents for mundane purposes, but also provide funding to purchase and/or study anomalous objects, supply various pieces of highly esoteric equipment, and generally perform various differing tasks and fulfill requests as long as they pertain to anomalous items or incidents in some way. According to documents acquired through Anomalous Intelligence Policy 40535, SCP-2210 regularly serves various GOIs such as One Entertainment Industries, The Serpent Hand, Marshall Carter and Dog, and Are We Cool Yet? Although all entrants report seeing only -1 instances while within SCP-2210. That is kind of cool. It makes a lot of sense that an anomalous insurance company being connected to most of the groups of interest, right? I like that. I like that they mentioned that these guys are all like involved with with this SCP. It's kind of because at the end, I'm always down for a group of interests being involved in one of the SCPs, depending. Sometimes, like, you know, they can be like the SCP itself can be reliant on the fact that it's from them. But I do like whenever there's like multiple in one. When a contract is agreed to, the instance of -1 will produce a handwritten document from the person in a quill pen, which will be used by both the instance of -1 and the entrant to sign the document. Following this, the instance will produce a duplicate contract with signature included, which it will give to the policyholder. There we go. That's the word. Although the individual details of contracts vary, all contracts require that the premium be paid in cash by the signee, hereby termed -2, to the instance that provided the contract every 30 days from its signing. The monthly premium is also dependent on the contract, but is always a prime number. Each time the premium is paid, the instance of -1 tagged to the contract will inform -2 that they may terminate the contract. That would make me lose trust in them real fast. Like, why? Why are you terminating the contract after I paid? In the event that the payment is not delivered on the 30th day, SCP-2210 will immediately cease to uphold the contract, causing the provided service to immediately disappear. Equipment, personnel, replaced items, etc. Policyholders report seeing instances of -1 observing them from far away, appearing to say the words, "Please terminate your contract at the earliest convenience to avoid any more late fees." As time passes, the signee will also begin to perceive all phone calls or physical letters addressed to them as containing the same message. Okay, that's kind of messed up. You're like, hey, you man, I signed for a fucking insurance contract, and now you're gonna tell me to terminate it all the time, and if I don't pay it in time, you suddenly gonna be all like making everything else look like it. Come on, man. I just want to enjoy my weekend. Nah, come on. Terminate this contract now. You can't pay it. You can't afford it. Well, why'd you make me sign it if you knew I could not afford it, eh? Following failure of payment, an amount of money equivalent to the premium will disappear from the signee's possession within 30 days. No, that would not be cool. This amount doubles each time and appears until utility bills as insurer's late fee. In addition, a form will appear in the presence of the policyholder entitled Late Fee Appeal, with instructions to fill out a form and bring it to the SCP-2210 for an appeal. In the event that the policyholder lacks enough money to pay the late fee, objects of equivalent value will begin to disappear from the home or person. Late fee appeal from appearing in said object's place. High-speed camera surveillance shows unknown individuals entering the residence, leaving the appeal form and carrying off objects in possession that equal the value of late fee. If the policyholder runs out of possessions and money, they will be accosted by an unknown individual in a business suit and mask, who will proceed to abduct them and carry them through the nearest doorway, whereupon the two will disappear. Victims of the full process have been observed working in SCP-2210 but ignore all attempts at interaction. Hey, look who's here. Zeno, welcome, welcome. What's happening? Well, you gotta watch the VOD. Just kidding. From what I understand, it's an insurance company anomaly that keeps that if you walk in it, a person will spawn. They will talk to you about different insurances, ranging from normal to, of course, supernatural stuff, and will ask you to sign a contract. But then once you do sign a contract and pay for the premium, they will constantly remind you to terminate the contract, even though, like, you know, you paid the premium. And if you're unable to pay it one day, then they will make all the stuff that the insurance was meant for either disappear or cause you trouble. And then after a while, they will take in a lot of shit from your house in value of the amount that you were supposed to pay for the premium contract. And a bunch of groups of interest work with these guys apparently. If the signee tries to end the contract or brings in the late fee appeal form, they will be given a termination regulation information form and asked to fill it out completely and take it to another instance of -1 at a different office within the complex. The form uses complex jargon and terminology from various professions to request esoteric and seemingly useless personal information from the signee, such as the blood type of the signee's paternal great-grandmother, the breed of the sire of the dog, and the count in which the transistors of the form was manufactured. Although the questions have some pertinence to the signee, more often than not, they appear to have been chosen at random. If any of the questions on the form are not completely answered, the form will not be accepted by the next instance of -1, which will request that the form to be fully completed. If the form is successfully handed in, the instance it is handed to will claim that 8 weeks are needed to process the form, and ask the signee to leave and return after 8 weeks. At the end of the 8 weeks, the instance will claim that a bureaucratic incident has nullified the form, give the signee a similar form with different questions, and ask them to repeat the process. Successfully filling out this form has the same result, and so on and so forth. Attempts to terminate the contract are also hindered by the nature of the space inhabited by SCP-2210. Although it resembles an ordinary office complex, it is a large labyrinthian complex that adheres to neither Euclidean geometry nor conventional time. Among other spatial paradoxes, it is possible to simultaneously enter and exit a room, walk on the ceilings and floor, and climb Penrose stairs. After you have to play Home Safety Hotline, I feel like let's see here. Let's see here. Did I ever check that out? Ah, yeah, this one. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen this stuff. Then Policy 40535, Anomalous Intelligence. That's the title. After researching various facets of SCP-2210, Dr. T, the lead researcher assigned to SCP-2210, proposed using SCP-2210 as an intelligence facilitating measure. The proposal was accepted following an 8-to-5 vote from the O5 Council, and steps were taken to obtain a possible contract with minimal risk to Foundation assets. Using data expunged, D18272 was convinced of his identity as Foundation agent in order to accept an offer from SCP-2210 pertaining the anomalous intelligence. D18272 was offered Policy 40535, Anomalous Intelligence, and accepted. Immediately following his acceptance, multiple documents were added by an unknown party to the server inside 42's archives wing. Said documents are abstract of insurance policies that appear to have been made with SCP-221 by other groups of interest. Each week, the abstracts disappear through an unknown process and are replaced by new abstracts. The following list contains the policy abstracts provided during the current week. Copies of previous abstracts are located at Site 42 Archive Wing. Oh, we get to see the groups of interest that they mentioned and see what their policies are. Okay, I see. Policy 2779915. Are we cool yet? So the artist group, they got policy replacement of Kim Song-ju's paritial. Let's see here. Pronunciation.
Parietal.
Parietal. Okay, so yeah. Parietal lobe. Monthly premium 2111 yuan. Yuan? Is that Korean? Currency? Let's see. Nope, it's not. I'm sorry. That's apparently the yuan is the base of a number of times. It's Chinese currency. I apologize. I'm dumb. I have learned something. I will try my best to keep this in mind for the next time I see yuan, and I don't say the same dumbassery. Description: Kim Song-ju, the current Prime Minister of North Korea, is to have his parietal lobe removed and replaced with a modified Arduino microcontroller that replicates its functions. The wireless portable computer that connects to the microcontroller will also be provided to William Shao, the policyholder. Insurance will also uphold the warranty on Kim Song-ju, the microcontroller, and the computer to fix or replace them if necessary. Status: contract terminated following death of William Shao via cardiac arrest. Okay. Interesting. So the Are We Cool Yet? I mean, to be fair, the only things we saw from Are We Cool Yet is like a lot of art stuff. But in the same time, they're also a very political group at the end. Like, a lot of the statements were very political. Policy 167032, Marshall Card and Dog. Let's see what kind of policy they have. Specialized Android Security Force. Monthly premium $5,023. I mean, to be fair, Marshall Card and Dog can probably pay this. It did say it's all the amount of premium is always prime number, so I guess that's a prime number. Description: Jonathan Franks, the current CTO of, is to be guarded at all times by Android Security Force 15. Security Force 15 has been supplied with flesh suits in order to maintain inconspicuous. Insurance will program the security force according to Frank's demand, and will perform periodic inspection and maintenance of each Android. Status: contract is active, so it looks like Martian Calendar can still pay it. Also, kind of speaking of, have you ever thought about trying new games or something else? I'm playing new games all the time, just not on stream. I'm trying to get games done. But off stream, I still play a lot of different things. Stream for me is just Steam cleaning, basically. Every game I have on Steam will be played eventually on stream, and then I get the stuff done. Because like once I get Code Vein done, which will most likely happen next week, I will play 2 indie games, and then like after that we'll play something else, and after that we'll play something else. It's just that Code Vein is a long game. Same with like Last of P. Last of P was longer, and I had a lot of breaks in between, so I couldn't get it done fast enough. Policy 95684, the Serpent's Hand. Policy supply of hearts, monthly premium 6841 Swedish krona. Description: each week 300 from formaldehyde preserved human. Each week 300 formaldehyde preserved human. Ostrich, tiger, penguin, rattlesnake, baboon, anteater, and wild boar hearts are each to be delivered to the cult of Aman Masapi for use in the banishment ritual of Aman Masapi, that which devours the world. Okay, that's a lot of hearts. 300 formaldehyde preserved human. First of all, okay, so we have human, ostrich, tiger, penguin, rattlesnake, baboon, anteater, and wild boar. So 8 times 3 equals to 24, and then 240, 2,400 hearts. That's a lot of hearts. 2,400 hearts each week? Each goddamn week? Where do you even get this? Contract terminated following failure of payment by the Code of Masapi, who is currently appealing the late fee in customers. I mean, to be fair, like, okay, let's see how much is this in like pounds. Here we go. Ain't no way. 505 pounds? Wait, I need to look see this. 2 pounds. Is that correct? That's oh my god. You get 2,400 hearts for 500 pounds? That is nothing. But also each week is I mean, this is a monthly payment. Contract terminated following failure of payment by the Court of Aman Masabi, who is currently appealing the late fee in customer service. How was you not able to pay this? Well, policy 8741, Herman Fuller Circus of Disquieting. Policy escapee retrieval. Oh, that's scary to think about. From the amount of Herman Fuller anomalies we read that, like, oh, now with the Foundation, and especially Motormouth that, like, got, like, you know, well, Motormouth got sent away on purpose, but, like, some of them escaped. So thinking how, like, you know, they want them back. You can't leave. Monthly premium $263. $263 in a month to, like, you know, basically magically retrieve your staff members back. Description: each performer in Herman Fuller's Circus of Disquieting has had tracking devices implanted within the sternum or approximate body area. If a performer flees the circus, insurance retrieval team will track down, capture, and return the performer to the circus with minimal casualties. Status: contract is active. Yeah, of course. It's they're paying nothing. Like, if they probably earn a shit ton in the month anyway, so that this is doable. Policy 734 One Entertainment Industries. Policy test subjects. Monthly premium $2,767. That is a lot more expensive than what Herman Fuller has to pay. Description: each week, 10 standard issue broad spectrum adolescent human test subjects with fear and pain responses removed. How? Will be manufactured and shipped to One Entertainment Industries for quality control testing. Dr. One Entertainment is to be kept unaware of this Pardon? He's not aware of this? Status: contract is active. So somebody who's working for Dr. One Entertainment has his contract and is doing some potentially questionable testing. And now, here we go. Our first, let's think of something together, guys. It's SCP-221. Everybody needs a insurance. Everybody should have insurance. Why not the different GeoWise from the SCP world? That only I had a good time seeing the different contracts they had, and and how some of them messed up keeping it active. What else can we say about it? The D1A2 is also a very lucky one for avoiding other anomaly testing for life. There we go. I would say that's a good little Twitter post. All right, that was the first one. I do think it's at the end, insurance is like something that a lot of people underestimate. So, to be honest, I'm surprised I did not think about, like, how are all these companies insured? especially like with Martian Carl and Dog and Dr. One Entertainment, who have to probably do a lot of experimenting before they can ship out the product or sell the product or anything like that. Like it is surprising to think about. I'd never even once thought about insurance that they needed, which makes also. I mean, that is clear. Like the foundation, of course, is very obvious that they have an insurance because like they always talk about like how things cost and we can't always afford things and we have to be careful of not going super ham because you know, it will cost us a lot. And so with them, I didn't give any doubt, but I never thought about the GOYs having insurance. So this is a cool. Very cool idea. I also love that it's a Anomalous insurance company, so it also takes care of like, yeah, like what if your face gets eaten off by 682, huh? You need insurance against that. It's like, yeah, no, you're right. I do like that for the sake of legitimacy they have random, most obscure facts in the contract about you. Like things that doesn't matter at all. Like it probably has like something like, I don't know, the DNA of the one coin that you gave away 10 years ago, or something like that, you know. So I really like this. It's a very simple one. It's a very like. I would say it's one that builds the world. It builds the world. Because you have to think about, like, now this is something that, like, whenever, like, you see one of the GOYs and one of the tests and shit like that, you're like, they're insured again. They're probably insured for that thing. And that's nice. That's fun. Good time.